Hello. Hello. You're tuned into the Euroleague live broadcast from Helsinki, Finland. The next match coming up will be between Flipper and Krefeld. I'd just like to mention that we have 3 people working in Moscow collecting and computing statistics so that we can better inform you about possession and other important factors in the game. And regarding these 2 clubs, one of them has a quite long history. Flipper has been with the league from the very beginning. They've played 49 games in total. Of those, they have won 19 games. They have drawn 8 and lost 22. So roughly a 50-50 split there. They have scored 100 goals in Euroleague competition, and they have surrendered 169, so a negative differential of 69 points. Krefeld has been in the league for a short time, and they have played just a total of 11 games. So they've been in for 1 season. They won 5, drew 3, and lost 3. They have scored 28 goals and surrendered just 9, so a positive differential of 19. These 2 teams have met in the EuroLeague just once, and it was a draw, and that was played in Malmö in 2018. So with that, I'll leave you. We'll introduce the teams now. Hello, you're tuned in to the EuroLeague broadcasting live from Helsinki, Finland. The next match coming up will be between Flipper in blue and Krefeld in white. Please allow me to introduce to you, wearing number 1 for Flipper, Henrik Kass. Number 2, Simon Schaefer. Number 4, Tor Lykke Funk. Wearing number 9, Søren Nielsen. Number 13, Philip Munt. And the captain, wearing number 14, Mikkel Rasmussen. Number 15, Bjørn Andersen. Number 17, Philip Lorentzen. Number 21, Jonas Funk Bolsen. Number 23, Rickard Ladlo Grove. Number 25, Sigurd Greve Didriksen. Number 71, Claude Larsen. And in reserve, number 12, Mikael Krog. On the other side of the pool, in white, for Krefeld, number 3, Christian Jacobs. Number 4, Paul Werner. Number 5, Sasha Bogic. Number 6, David Kressig. Number 8, Yannick Graf. Number 10, Kihan Bibahani. Number 13, Martin Meskis. Number 14, Carl Wilhelm Hole. Number 57, Jan Kinderman. Number 77, Manuel Gassner. Number 91, Nicholas Ungelbach. And number 96, Max Keaton. The coach for the team is Christian Jacobs. All right.
Here we are.
Here we are, poolside.
We are Flipper from Denmark against Krefeld from Germany.
Yes. This should be interesting. Now, a couple of observations, something we could discuss, Jana, here. Krefeld only has 12 players in total, so they have no reserve they can bring into the match.
Right.
How do you think that affects things?
Well, it wouldn't affect otherwise than only if somebody get hurt. So in that respect, it's a little risk because on this level, if the teams are equal, you cannot really go with 11. It's a big thing. I really don't know about the quality difference of these two teams. It's going to be interesting. I would say that by looking at the men, both teams are quite physical, but generally I would say that the white team, which is the Flipper is in white. So it's the Krefeld that is in white. So I would say that they look a little stronger.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Hard to say, but let's see. What do you think? You know this league better.
I'm quite impressed by Krefeld as a team because they're very young and they had a lot of drive from Martin Meskis, and they have a successful first season in the Euroleague, which is not easy.
Right, definitely not easy.
And they have, here you can see, number 91, Nicholas Onkelbach. He's their big guy who can hold the ball on the water or to
he plays in
give them time.
As a defender.
Yes, and then they have Gassner and who else? Kreisig, they're goal scorers, and they're quite tough. I see they have Jan Kinderman now. Kinderman is a very smart player, and Meskis is very dangerous always. They have a very solid team. And on Flipper, they have played together a lot. They have added on Philip Munt, who is a Swedish player. He's a big guy, and he was in the United States for quite some time. So he's probably quite excited to be playing again. And it should be a good match. And they're getting ready to start now.
Is this guy, is he a German? Or
I don't know so much about him.
Looks like a Spanish name in a way.
Yes.
Mr. 20.
I don't know him.
Ricard Yado Grove. I don't know.
Yado Grove.
So the teams are getting ready. 6 players in the water, both teams. Now it's gonna start.
They're off. First to the ball, it was Krefeld. So Krefeld has, I think, 3 national team players, at least 2. Kreisig and Gassner and Meskis, I think that's 3. So that's a strong presence there.
So we have Krefeld from Germany in white color and Flipper in blue.
Yeah. So here you see, as I mentioned, Onkelbach, he's a guy who holds on to the ball a lot.
Yes.
To set things up for the.
Yeah,
now they go over to the safe side.
He's a big player. I think I know he's in defense, and normally people that big are in defense, and I can assure you that it's really difficult to move a defender of that size. 130 kilos of meat. So it's pure physics that works also underwater. There's no question about it. So now Krefeld is in control.
I think you should say that they're muscle and fat, not meat.
yeah. Sure, that's maybe quite a difference. Yeah.
Anyway, we've seen a lot of playing in the safe corner as a coach.
Yes.
You teach your kids to do this.
Yeah, well, it's obvious that's the place where to be if you don't want immediately go to the goal. So you shouldn't definitely, if you're going. Now the Flipper has gained the control. If you're alone and you have lots of defenders in positioned right, you should go to the corner rather than trying yourself do something with it if you are alone. So it's a clever place to go, because then you can perhaps like this guy now. He's close to the wall. He has more chances to retain the control because no one can attack you from the back. So it's 2-2.
Rasmussen trying to deliver to his teammate, and is it Funk there?
Yeah, maybe he did it. He was able to, but now there were so many white guys. This is Krefeld people. Some wrestling close to the surface. I don't know whether that was a pass, but
it looked like a drop ball.
A
really.
Drop, yeah.
So Flipper, now that they have the ball, they dropped the ball down by the side, but there was nobody there.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a mistake, or?
Well, I think that was an opportunity that the player wanted to use. Maybe it was by just mistake that the ball was dropped up. Sometimes if you know that there are many of your own players that you don't see anywhere, you can try your luck and just drop it.
Yes.
And just hope that it's your teammate is going to be the first.
I thought that's what he was trying to do, but his teammate didn't come.
No. As a youth coach, the single line that I do say the most is that go underneath the ball. That's you have to be close to the bottom always. I say it 100 times in our training sessions.
being underneath the ball gives you the advantage of gravity whenever the ball comes down.
Exactly, because typically if there is a scrum on the surface, it will come at some point. Typically it comes down.
Yes.
Well, maybe on this level, these are so good players, so they retain the control. They don't just drop it by mistake. So maybe you wouldn't see that much on this level that the ball just comes down. There is always somebody to take it.
They should be fighting for position beneath the ball.
Excellent. That was quite 2 against 1. Again, that was just by a mistake, or it just dropped because he couldn't get the ball. But he wouldn't lose it to these 2 guys that were after him. It's better not to lose the ball and let it drop rather than. Of course, if you're close to your own goal, you definitely shouldn't do it. But in the mid pool and
you can
in the
take
attack,
that risk.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 quick passes.
2 quick passes, but quite easy, and no worries for Flipper. No,
and as you say, Flipper players trying to get underneath.
Yeah. There is some space now closer to the Flipper goal. Krefeld has it. That is a difficult position because the other guy here, number 21, he came directly from the bench with the lungs full of air. So it's really.
He could have put in a bigger effort, I thought.
Yeah, he could have. Yes, he was a little soft on that one.
Oh, but they managed to get it away.
Yeah, they managed to take the momentum. They played a little soft, I think, in their own end.
Oh, dangerous.
Dangerous, and really, I would say that was a soft one. A clever pass with 2 hands. Nice one. It's also, recently I have learned that, passing ball with your both hands is sometimes really a convenient way to do it. You can put more force to the ball, especially if you're doing it downwards.
Yes.
And worth practicing also.
Yeah, usually you teach the junior players not to wrestle with the ball with 2 hands because they cannot hold the other player away with their free hand. They don't have a free hand. But if you're over the basket and you're trying to push the ball in, 2 hands can be very good. Yeah.
And if you are close to the surface and if you don't have immediate threat for somebody to grab you, you could use 2 hands and just pull the ball downwards. Sometimes it's really handy because somehow the 2 hands is more accurate in a way that you really know where the ball is going. And it's really fast also. If the movement from the arms is only a slight movement and you have to do it really quickly, then 2 hands passes.
Wow, nice. How did they get the ball so far? That was really difficult.
It was. But now it seems that
what are they going to get from this?
They have played a lot of time both teams close to the surface now. I would suppose that they need to go deeper. 2-2, nothing really dangerous. Now the referee
could it be a shoulder
stopped.
in the basket, or what's the call
Hopefully
here?
not, because there was not much pressure.
No.
They still continue. I wonder if they can hear. Is there still something wrong with the signal horn? They were fixing it while we had this break, and they fixed it. And what I heard myself, it was quite okay. Holding. So it's a free throw for Flipper against Krefeld. Holding is the reason.
So Flipper has an opportunity now, and where did they award it? In the middle of the pool?
Middle of the pool, yes.
So it's up to the referee to indicate where you get the ball
exactly.
in the free throw situation. Yes. So you only get it close to the opponent's goal if that's where the infraction occurred.
Right, that's right.
Passing along the surface. Now they go down.
That was a great pass. Well, that was a risky one, but it was worth risk. He didn't see the white team player, so another excellent interception. Holding, and that's I think
against
whites. I think it was the white player.
Yes.
Blue free throw.
We could see that. We couldn't see the actual holding, but the player wasn't moving towards the ball, so something
was happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they grew some lead in their swimming suit or
So this is now closer to the Krefeld goal from their section of the play area. Now it's the 2-meter rule. So once you get a chance for a free throw,
Claude Larsen.
Larsen, yes. Still.
Only. Oh, Flipper holds on to the ball.
Yeah, quite well played by Flipper there. Rasmussen. Able to hold the ball, although they were too wide.
Very experienced. Yeah.
And then look at that arm again from the.
He's
defender.
holding on to the
He's
basket.
Holding
Yeah.
the basket. So I think referees generally, what I've seen here in Finland, also they should be more careful with those. Because you get really an advantage out of it.
Of course, and you could say that why should the goalie or back be allowed to even hold the basket when they pull themselves into position?
Yeah, that is a good question, but I'm supporting that, so to say, 1 second rule, because it gives more dynamic
to the game. Yeah,
yes.
Flow. Yeah.
But I'm not sure what the international rule book actually said, or is it just a habit that the referees don't bother about it?
I think that the reality of underwater rugby is that the rules can never really describe the game completely. It's too too difficult.
Exactly. Now an excellent pass.
A chance. They have
still something is going on there.
The back is gone.
Who has the ball there?
They're locked up on the side there.
Yeah. Couldn't really see. Okay.
Flipper manages to get out, but they have to clear. And they do. And he was wise not to make that pass. That pass wouldn't have worked.
But it was also with this what was his name? Ockelbach.
Yeah, Ockelbach.
He really covered pretty well that he didn't allow the person to pass the ball. So he didn't make the contact, but he was in his position covering that. It was important. Sometimes, if you don't have a ball.
They put it in.
Yes, it was nice move. He left the ball to the right corner. They're changing some wrestling in the very, very, very dangerous location over the goal. Now the Flipper player is just waiting for the ball to drop him.
Anderson. And they're forcing the player with the ball underwater so they cannot breathe.
Somehow, if I compare this game now, what we see with Betta before, I would say that the tempo somehow seems to be a little less slower. Maybe not as physical. Nice move, nice throw. It seems to be because there are so much difference in these underwater rugby balls also. Some of the balls may be floating a little more. Of course, they all should be the same in principle, but there is differences, and sometimes it's really nice to play with the ball that you can throw 3 meters.
Of course, the best players that.
And these are slight differences in the balls, and I can see now by these guys passing the ball like 3 meters, single passes, horizontally. So it's nice to have such a ball that you can really make long throws, accurate throws. That is really pointless trying to grab the legs, but he was able maybe to slower heel a little bit. But let's see, where are the other all Flipper players now in the safe corner?
Well, they needed to slow up that attack, and they did.
Yeah, they did. I didn't really see the contact. I wondered what happened. It's the water referee that has called this. Free throw to Flipper against Krefeld. So it's in Krefeld's end. Krefeld.
Yeah, Krefeld.
I don't know how to pronounce it in German. It's not one of my strengths, German language.
Well.
Whoa.
Was that legitimate?
It was, because he passed the ball and he was 2 meters away originally, so it was. They tried to be clever and pass it.
It was a very nice move there.
It was a nice move.
Nonetheless, it's Flipper that has the ball, and Rasmussen going up the surface passes, a long pass.
Long pass again, an aggressive approach, but too many wide players, too many Krefeld players.
He took it out straight away, though.
Yeah, and again looking for his teammate, waiting. Are there any teammates to? Now he should have moved rather than stay put and wait for the wide.
Yeah.
He lost it. Yes. He should have moved maybe towards the safe corner. Just move. if you stay put, then it's definite that somebody's
grab
gonna
you.
come and grab the ball.
But Flipper managed to keep the ball on this side of the pool and create a bad situation for Krefeld.
Yes. Now the ball has been on that section already like 3 minutes continuously, I would say. So we are 3 minutes away from the half-time. No goals.
Oh,
yet.
they've got
an
it.
excellent chance now.
Be.
Look at that. Is he? Yes,
It's in.
It's in. It's goal for Flipper.
Yeah.
And it was after maybe 3 to 4 minutes of pressure, continuous pressure at the Krefeld end. So we are about 3 minutes away from half time. 1-0 to Flipper.
Who was it who scored that?
Look at that. Is it number 4? No, it's not him. It's number 2, I guess. 14 is the first one here. Then there is another player who comes below. Look at that. Number 2, Schäfer.
Yeah.
Simon Schäfer,
Yeah.
attacker number 2 from the Flipper team.
Schäfer's a big goal scorer. He's they talk about he doesn't have to train or anything. He's just good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if that's true.
Natural born underwater rugby player.
Opportunistic.
Yeah. Of course, there are some players that do other sports apart from
Yes.
competing in underwater rugby. But still, I would say the only way to practice your fin swimming and your lungs. Of course, if you do other ball game, it's always helpful. And now again, something has happened. Is it a goal? No. It's something illegitimate has happened. But what is it? The referee is showing towards the surface.
It's a shame that they can't hear the buzzer.
Holding, free throw
In favor of Flipper.
in favor of Flipper against Krefeld.
But there's not very much time left in this half now.
Yeah, it's maybe 1 minute or so. But still an opportunity for Flipper to score again.
Claude Larson, I think that was.
Again from behind, one Krefeld player. I saw him swimming on
Sneaking
the surface, sneaking in, and I would claim that he was not 2 meters away originally, but the referees couldn't see it. He maybe 1.5 meters away. Okay, here comes Flipper.
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen has it. Oh,
Really
he was
good.
able to save that one. Number 1 is turning, passing, trying to pass on to the other side, but there is a Flipper defense, very well positioned. They had some mask in it. Second wave, is there enough lungs?
Philip Munt was there. He could have, if he had given it to him, it was a chance to score.
Is there another fade? Well, now this is important. They are in the safe corner. They give some time for the teammates to take some air. Let's see now.
Now they go up to the 1 minute 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, still time to score either side.
Oh,
That was touching the mask, nothing very drastic.
that was a little bit of rough play.
Yeah, not intentional.
Not intentional.
I think it wasn't intentional. Sometimes, you just come out of the water and you just put
Yeah.
your hands aside.
It's possible.
Yeah.
They won't remember this later, maybe.
It was a good try. How is it now? The defense is well in place.
Well, Onkelbach is lying there.
Onkelbach is there, and as I said, it is a mountain
Yeah.
of muscle to go over him. Some wrestling,
Oh, very nice.
quite nice.
He was very aggressive there.
Excellent defense from the Krefeld player. And then he should be going. And now where are the teammates? No. I think this is something very common, that when sometimes you just don't see that it's not your own teammate.
Yes.
It happens to me all the time that I'm passing the ball and then I only realize that it wasn't my teammate. And now the referees have stopped. It was somebody had played hand to the mask, so free throw. to
Krefeld
white
gets
team.
the ball, yeah.
Krefeld has a free throw, and they still have an opportunity. There's still time. Maybe we cannot see right now what's the time, but I see that we have close to 200 people online watching this game, so I think it's a good number.
Yeah, we need 20,000.
Yeah, sure.
Or 200,000.
Sure. Yes, we need that, but this is a good start.
Yeah.
Okay, we are in halfway time.
Halftime.
Flipper 1, Krefeld 0.
We're going to get statistics now before we show the highlights. And we have, as I mentioned, 3 people in Moscow collecting statistics, so we will know possession time, which is really what a good indication, along with the score.
Yes.
So I think we'll share it with you on the screen here.
Half-time Flipper 1, DUC. What would that mean?
That's probably
diving club,
something
like that.
Yeah.
I recently went to Dresden in Germany for a job for my to meet the customer, and they had also underwater rugby club. What was Dresden? Was it Dresden? Not missiles, but how do you call these arms that you? The torpedoes of Dresden. I had no chance. I was thinking to take my gear with me and go to train with them, but I had so little time, so I couldn't make it.
That would be a. We're back here, and here the statistics are on the screen. We see, of course, Flipper leading 1-0. Nobody was sent off for penalty, and ball possession was, would you call this roughly 50-50, 48-52?
Yeah, that what I would have guessed. It seemed quite equal.
Quite even. And no warnings. And 4 free throws in favor of Flipper. That's a sign that I think Krefeld doesn't have as many players. They only have 12 players. Psychologically, they're in a fight mode. That they, I don't mean fight mode in a negative sense. I mean that they're thinking that they have to be aggressive in order to to make up for the lack of players, and so that they get called for it. So, but that's not necessarily bad if they can stop the other team.
No. But quite a bit, I think. 5 free throws. It's not unusual, of course, anyway. But still, if you think 15 minutes and 5 free throws, so every 3 minutes there is a pause, and that kind of defines also the rhythm in the game, and it gives always the players something like 10 seconds to take some air, and you know, if you wouldn't have any of those, if you think playing 15 minutes continuously. It's quite a difference actually. If you get 5 times, you get a chance to take 15 seconds of air. So
it's of course. It's you can be tactical with committing a foul because then you get a break. And maybe you need it.
But of course, you have to be careful. If it's too obvious, then it's a penalty. Yeah, the referees they can warn and then.
But I would say that holding is the most common. It's called all the time. People hold. They just say, "Well, I don't let you get the ball and swim away."
Sure.
Simple.
Sure, yeah. Okay, teams are ready for the second half. 6 players in the water for the both teams.
Back to the second half here.
Yes, they had their legs towards the wall of the ball, ready to kick off, ready to go fast, reaching the ball. It's Flipper 1, Krefeld, and I think it's positive now today. This is now the is it fourth
Third-
game?
third match.
Third match, and all these matches have been quite even. It's a really good thing about the league and about the competition that we see these games that only have really little goal difference. Sometimes in underwater rugby, if you have a little bit of quality difference in two teams, you suddenly get to 10-0, 15-0 even. So bad numbers and ugly numbers, and those games are not even nice to watch because if the other team is so much stronger. But this is the third match, and all these three matches have been quite equal.
You don't want to see a team give up. It's boring.
No, it's really boring in a way, and so it's really positive now that these international teams they practice a lot. You must to be able to compete on this level, to be able to be to have any success in these games. You just must practice a lot. Okay, now we are ready to go for the second half. Off we go.
And Krefeld made it to the ball first again.
Close to the bottom. Well played by this Krefeld guy. He protected the ball well. Now they are in the safe corner.
Uncle Buck stayed down to take the ball back again.
Excellent. He stayed, and he's still in the wall in diving mode. So,
Yes.
so 3 passes in 1 dive. It's a good number. And then again, they are in the safe corner now. They need to time right. They need to check when he has his teammates with him. I don't know. Now it's like a.
Also, there's one observation. The way that the German players hold the ball, you can see it. It's a German style of holding the ball. It's not a big difference, but it's there. They must teach the kids early on.
Yeah.
Hold it like this.
Now they are able to do some sort of a momentum now. Excellent. That was a good throw. A little bit unlucky. With a little bit more luck, it would have gone through to. I think it was again Onkelbach who was waiting for the ball, grabbing the leg here. That was a good decision to take the speed out of the Krefeld's attack, trying to pass his teammate. Able again. Still they have it very close to Flipper. They are forcing the Flipper to aggressively dive all the time, hold their defense position, and therefore.
Oh, he lost it. I didn't think that was going to happen.
That was well defended by the Flipper guys, and now it's on the other way around. And now we have actually 2 players in speed, 1-to-1 moment. Let's see if it's gonna be no. Well played by the both guys, the defender and the goalkeeper. But that was a last second.
He
save.
made an extra effort to try to get the ball back again, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was sort of natural because Krefeld was at Flipper's goal for so long time. They actually used their energy attacking, and then suddenly it was in the defense. Only maybe 5 to 7 seconds, and it was on the other side. And here again we are on the Flipper side. Now 2 players are go to the goal. Second wave. Now that is a lonely one. No helping. Nobody able to help him. Now somebody should be exactly where this guy was. Easy to pass, leave the ball. Again, now he's making a great mask in the middle. But there was nobody on the other side. Neither there was a pass opportunities. And the Flipper has it. Counter attack. Let's see if they can make something out of it.
They've covered the whole pool pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're tied up now. Oh. Philip Munt. Long pass.
Yes, long and nice pass.
Well, he wanted to pass, but he didn't have a teammate. Now they ended up going out to the side. They lose the ball.
Now the Krefeld guy would have needed some help with that one. Let's see if who's gonna get it. It's 4 players, 5 players in scrum, and now that's the way it comes down.
That what I was explaining. That when you have a scrum like that, typically the ball would come down and excellent move, excellent pass.
And of course, if you've too many players in the scrum, then they can't be underneath.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sure. Everybody shouldn't go there. Somebody should go underneath. Nice pass again.
Kresic passes it over to Unkelbach.
10 minutes, 40 seconds left. So there is still time for Krefeld to do anything. They just have to keep the momentum. They have to keep the ball on the flipper end. There is a scrum and the referee has seen something illegitimate.
Now they're using a bell underwater.
Yeah. So they show that went on the out from the game area, and it's a free throw for Krefeld against Flipper. So Flipper guys in the defense, they get the needed seconds to freshen up their lungs. Many people changed.
So 1-0 here, still in favor of Flipper, and this goal has not had. It hasn't had the same tempo as the Malmö Triton.
No. But I can really see that Krefeld now has been on the driver's seat in this game for the past 4 or 5 minutes. Except for that one chance that the Flipper had. But they are continuously now giving pressure to Flipper side. Again, they have the ball. They are able to maintain the control, but not really dangerous scoring efforts in the few last minute. Up. That was well read, number 15 from Flipper. That was Björn Andersen. He read that pass pretty well. And now it's a free throw for Flipper against Krefeld for holding.
Of course, that was a good time to hold, because you don't want the other team to get the ball by your goal so easily.
It was sort of tactical, I would say, yes.
It was a wise decision. Spasibo.
It takes a time now to get to the ball, to the surface for the restart of the game. Now we go. That's Flipper in blue, Flipper from Denmark, Krefeld from Germany in white color. This is the third match of the day. Quite even. In the past, would I say 5 minutes, Krefeld had a great momentum in the game. They were in control. Now we are in Krefeld side.
Drop ball.
Drop ball, 2 Flipper players there. One of the whites, one of the Krefelds.
This kind of scrum underwater, deep down, you don't have as much air. You have
to it's always the question of how much air you would have in your lungs when doing that sort of a scrum underwater. It doesn't last long, that's for sure.
You'll be really tired when you come up.
Sure, ready to go to and change. And so now the Krefeld finally got the ball. Now it's in the mid pool. Now he would need a teammate. He has a teammate. But unluckily it was well played by the Flipper guy who got the ball. But again, the white has it, and now this time it goes all the way to his teammate. Well passed again. Nice. Now they should go towards the goal faster. Now they started to wait. So he waits for his teammates. Finally he has them, but now it seems that this attacking should. This is nice.
Try to pass on the other side.
Yes. But somehow I feel that Krefeld's attacks, they should be faster. They somehow put the brakes on before they go in.
Flipper had, although it was not a good situation, Flipper still had control.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out with the ball. Krefeld is...
they are trying to tackle it in their...
forechecking, they're very aggressive.
Yes, they are.
Okay, fast break.
1-1. 1-1. Excellent.
He's forced away, and he loses to Gassner.
Loses, yes.
Holding, but they didn't call it.
They didn't call it well.
Gassner goes and gets it back again. So you can see he's a a better than average player.
Exactly, he was an excellent moves, and again downwards, and
Oh,
now he has
back.
the momentum.
He'll go right through this guy. He does go through him.
Yes.
Over all the way to the goal. He's looking for. He dumps it down in between the back's legs. Oh, now they're
and
onside.
Excellent pass on the other side. But still, there was an excellent moment for Krefeld.
It was.
At
it was
least
good.
2 nice tries. Still they have it. Still they have this pressure.
He wants
now.
to get under the back. He comes out again.
Now they need some more lungs, I guess. They are now far away from their own changing bench. I think many of the players now are changing, so they should retain the control now, not let the flipper loose now. Some of the players, they really look tired.
They're breathing hard. Pass, good position.
Pass, but it was a little difficult.
Yeah.
It was really strong pass, like it should always, of course, be. It bounced back from the bottom, so it was really a bit difficult to receive it. Now flippers should get away from their own goal. Is there a teammate?
Nice.
Yes, there is. Nice pass.
And then he wisely decides not to pass.
Yes,
He goes up to the surface.
Yes. Still no good
Spinning
opportunities.
round.
Still no good
They hold on.
opportunities. Where are their teammates now? Now he saw one guy was waiting for the pass. This is important. Forcing Krefeld to defend. Coming close enough to the goal so that they must start the diving sequence in their defense.
Oh, there.
Some passing.
Good pass.
Okay, I don't know how it's gonna be. Nothing really dangerous. But again, they could maintain the position close to the Krefeld goal so that they must dive a lot. Now the defender has gone out from his position. So it seems that Krefeld now is taking some of the risks that they must take in able to equalize this game. All the way, now we're 5.5 minutes away from the final whistle, so it means that Krefeld just simply has to take more risk in order to score.
Yes, they need an equalizer.
They need an equalizer, and of course then it opens up some opportunities for Flipper also. Now the defense was well organized, no any hurry, some passing. Where are all the Krefeld's players now? Here,
Flipper's
Flipper players.
putting the pressure on now.
Now good pressure
Now
from
they got
Flipper.
pressure.
Excellent pressure. Now it's a
They
big
could
moment.
score.
Big moment. Ooh, not. Now
Oh,
it's a little opportunistic pass, that one.
Yeah, that was-
close to the surface.
that
But
was risky, but it worked.
now in the mid pool area, some passing. It seems that now Krefeld guys are a little tired also. It seems that the movements have slowed down from
Yes.
from 10 minutes ago. They were much more fresh. We are 4 minutes 20 seconds away. Krefeld needs an equalizer.
I don't think they're going to get it.
It doesn't look really promising. They are able to maintain the control, but the Flipper defense is so well organized. It's so difficult to have any good chances.
Oh, they score.
That was perhaps by an accident. Was that intentional at all? But something mystic has happened.
Was it Bogish?
Number 6.
Number 6, David Kreisig.
What happens here? Look at that. Look at that.
David Kreisig.
Yeah. Look at that movement.
He twists around.
He digs in. No, it's another guy.
It's another guy.
He passes and then immediately somebody just pushes
It
the
was
ball. It was like
Bogish.
magic.
Bogish. It was Kreisig passing to Bogish.
But it was
Janne Graf.
It was
Janne
definitely.
Graf. Who scored it?
That was. He's happy with himself. He's happy with the team. But what I saw is that it was a bit lucky because I didn't see him personally making any contact to the goal.
We were saying it didn't look like Krefeld was going to score, and then they scored immediately, proving us wrong.
Exactly. But that was surprising. So we are even.
And
1-1.
we were wrong.
We were wrong. Bad commentators, underestimating the German force here. So now we are on top of the Krefeld's goal.
Oh yeah, I of course you should never forget that the Krefeld guys, they have a lot of people who will act very quickly, and they can score with 5 seconds
There
left.
was some magic in it because I really didn't see what happened. And even though they played it again here in the screen, I was unable to really say that what really happened.
We could say that the goalie didn't see the ball.
That's certain that he wasn't aware. Maybe the
There were so many people around the goal.
yes, and somebody actually challenged the goalie, grabbed him, so he moved a little, and then the pass was so fast. Now again, Flipper is coming, pass to the backside of the.
It was a good pass, but he got it in the end.
He got it in.
Yeah.
2-1.
But the guys from Krefeld must be really happy now. I mean, they have equalized, and
they worked for it.
Yeah.
They had a lot of pressure, but before that one, they really had any huge moment to score. Any excellent opportunities, I would claim.
And if they go for a shootout, they could be happy.
Yeah, and it's going to shootouts. It's a big
can
question. Anybody can win. Again, there are
Flipper
number 13.
Munt is just waiting there.
Munt was waiting for a pass.
Such a big guy. You don't want him sitting by your goal like that.
No, definitely not. No, they were.
Okay. It was an opportunistic pass, but the back he wisely decided not to go for that ball. If he had gone for it and not gotten it, it would have opened the way.
Number 8 from Krefeld, Jannik Graf was an excellent move. He grabbed the ball. He saw that pass coming. He's actually forward, so he did what exactly he should do in his position. So when it was on the Krefeld's goal, so he was looking for such a pass that's art in this game, that the forwards they wouldn't go and grab the person. They would wait for the right moment to do the action and attack.
Timing is so important.
Timing is extremely important. And the only way actually to learn it is to play a lot of underwater rugby.
Yes.
That's the only way to learn.
And now we could say really that Krefeld is making Flipper work really hard.
They are. I think now the tempo in this game has
gone
grown.
up again.
It's gone up.
They're not allowing Flipper to build momentum. They're forechecking very hard. Look at that.
Yeah.
Jan Kinderman there. That's a lot of energy going into. But there's
Look
an
at
open
this.
basket.
Look at this. Ooh. That was a close one. Can it be closer? So that was a Flipper's moment in the last minute of the game. Look at that.
44 seconds left. Yeah. And Flipper. Wow. Okay, Claude Larson coming.
A lot of wrestling.
They took it away from him. And now Gassner going to the surface. 3 guys on him, so that's not good for a Flipper because it's
20 seconds in this game. Now there is a
the
referee has called it roughing. It's roughing, free throw for Krefeld against Flipper. So they have these 20 final seconds and it's a timeout. It's a wise timeout. So white team, Krefeld has taken the timeout. And it was a clever timeout because now they can concentrate on these last 20 seconds or so to the game. They should put a lot of people forward. They should maybe leave one goalie to the mid pool just to make sure that there is any Flipper counter attacks.
Meskis tired. They're trying to pull themselves together. The Flipper guys seem a little fresher.
So they do. Yeah. I think Krefeld they had to work so hard in the defense end of the Flipper. So they had they couldn't change so frequently, and we must remember that during this half it was maybe more than 10 minutes Krefeld was in Flipper's end. So they cannot change every 2 to 3 dives. They have to do more dives because it's 7 seconds, from 5 to 7 seconds to swim back to your own side. Yeah.
And remember that underwater rugby fins are not good for swimming on the surface.
No, definitely not.
You can't get traction with the water.
Okay, now we go. 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
And they lost the ball already.
Yeah. Oh, that nice. Well, okay. And again,
holding probably.
The referee sees something
Outside area.
Outside the area. It's a free throw
out of
for
bounds.
Flipper. Das Flipper has 8 seconds, so one try. It's worth one try, 8 seconds. Off it goes, off it goes. What happens? 3, 2, 1. No, it's an even. It's equal. 1-1. It's gonna be the penalty shots. Second time.
Exciting. A good game.
A good game. Good game. So it was the third match, and it has been really tight. All these 3 games, really tight games, and
there's we'll get to statistics soon. There's a little bit of a sad note. I interviewed the team manager for Krefeld. That's Niklas Onkelbach. He said that they will not continue next season.
Oh, really? That's sad news.
But
was he able to tell you why?
2 reasons. One is the money, and 2, they're busy with school and work, and they can't get people to commit.
Yes, that is always, of course, a problem. Yeah. This requires 3 rounds. You must travel many times abroad, stay at the hotel, and of course these gentlemen, those boys are all men. I should maybe say, not the boys anymore. Many of them
they're
must have
young.
kids.
Yeah, some have young kids now. Or,
So it's gonna be the best out of. Is it gonna be
5? Is it?
How do you say it in English? I think both teams have 3 penalty shots. 3 chances, both teams, and then it's interesting. And these 45 seconds, I said it before, it's an eternity. And it's something that should be practiced also with the teams.
Yeah, do you call in practice with your juniors, say, stop, now we do a penalty?
Well, not maybe stop, but maybe when we have a training session ending, so the last 15 minutes we could take some penalty shots. Yeah.
It's good, and of course you need to get the young kids to think tactically in the penalties, that they can go up to the surface and breathe. And
2 young kids, I would, from my experience, when they start to be, teenagers from 14 above, then you would start to, because this 45 second rule, if you want to have it for 45, it really requires quite a bit of lungs. We do it quite often with the adult players back in my home club. It's interesting, and definitely something that has to be practiced.
Okay, so who is taking this? That's a 7?
Oh, something 17.
Lauritsen,
yes. Philip Lauritsen is taking it.
He's a goalie, of course.
I think he's the goalie, yes, for the first one.
Meskis taking it for Krefeld.
This will be an interesting one.
You can see Martin Meskis concentrating. He's getting ready.
Yeah, that is the way.
Meskis is very fast, and I think he has the advantage goes to the person who is taking the penalty.
Yes.
They should score 80% of the time, or.
Yeah, well, it's close to 80%. Maybe not quite 80%, but 70%, 60%. Of course, now when this is this is at the end of the game, they have few minutes to take some air in midst of the game. If a penalty is called in the middle, and then the 45 seconds is even crueler. so this is now maybe a bit easier, but still it's tough. No doubt about it.
He takes a deep breath there. He's people often talk about hyperventilation, but people don't hyperventilate in underwater rugby. There's no benefit to it.
No, there is no benefit in it. No. I would say what I always tell to my teammates, that just breathe normally and calmly.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be too stressed once you're on bench. You just be relaxed. not shouting, not making too much noise. Just breathe and be relaxed. That's for myself, and I think generally it's the best.
Maybe 1 or 2 deep breaths before you.
Yeah, exactly. 1 or 2 few deep breaths before.
But that's
you
not
dive.
hyperventilation.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
So here we go.
Messig will raise the ball up, the buzzer will sound, and they will go.
Is it 15 from 13?
Messig. Mark
13,
Meskis.
yes.
He comes from above, and he gets down.
Down, yes.
The goalie comes with him.
He should maintain the ball away from the goalie like he does, and now he comes to the surface. This is a clever way I could, I was breathing myself thinking about it, but he should take few.
The goalie's doing a good job, though.
He's doing an excellent job, but and it's in. And there was still what I saw 20 seconds to go. Can you imagine that? That was just on the halfway. It was a fair one. Both did well, but I must say that the Krefeld player who did the goal, it was an excellent try because the goalie was really well on it for a long time.
Yeah.
Good techniques. The way that he held the ball, it was amazing. And here's come already the second one. Now this is a flipper player, the first try for flipper, again from the top.
Simon Schaefer, who scored the goal in the match. He's underneath.
Excellent position now, excellent position. Look at that, yes, the score. Well done by Schaefer.
That was clinical.
Yes.
He had a really good strength when he put it in.
Yes, I think Paul was taking that one.
Who was trying to defend?
Paul Werner.
Yeah.
Number 4.
And now again it's Krefeld.
Yes.
They have plenty of people who can take it. Now this will be...
Number 8 is giving it.
Janne Graf.
Yes.
He's going calmly on the surface, breathing.
Yes.
He's letting the other player stay below.
They slipped away, and that's it. The flipper player has said it. It was an accidental.
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball by an accident. Yep. Yes.
I don't know if Rasmussen brushed the ball. Did he touch it? He didn't do much to get it.
No. I think he just lost the control by an accident.
He's sitting in the penalty box.
I think he's just thinking what just happened. Wait. So the flipper comes.
So he committed a foul to do that?
No.
What?
It was.
Why is he in the penalty box?
No, he's not in the penalty. He's just resting in the same bench.
Okay.
So it's 21. Poulsen, an attacker, giving this one for flipper. Poulsen, number 21.
He's touching the basket, which is good, but he's lost.
But now what he's doing? Okay, that's it.
Kreisig puts it in.
No, it was. Kreisig was receiving it.
I'm sorry, Kreisig was defending.
Defending and.
Funch scores.
Oh, it was Funch.
Yeah, Funch scored on Kreisig. Sorry about that confusion there. So, Flipper has a lead now. This is.
It's going to be Gassner from Krefeld taking it, and who is receiving? Number 14 would be Rasmussen again. Yeah. He's on the defender side now.
He pushes him away, and he knew he was going up. He knew it. He's waiting there. And he doesn't try to get his fins up. He was saving energy. He wanted to do an upper body fight.
Look at that.
That's
it. It is a goal.
It was close.
It was close one. Rasmussen had a chance.
Yeah.
Again, it slipped away from him.
What did you think about that? He didn't try to defend with his feet. He saved energy.
Well, I don't believe that it's for that sake. I believe that his style. He's comfortable only the arms.
Yes.
And his upper body.
Upper body, yeah.
Now the number 77 is taking his fins off. He was really Gassner who scored. He was really tired. He looked really tired when he got off the wood. And here we go again.
He's a small guy. How is he going to? But he's
Paul,
locked up.
number 4. Oh, and that's it.
It's over.
Both team number 4. So it was
Funk.
it was given by Funk and received by Paul Werner.
So that's the game.
That's the game, and it's won by
Flipper.
Flipper. I don't know how do you count these points. We must also. I should have
2. You mean for?
If you win by these penalty shots at the end,
Oh,
you get the same points or not.
we check on that. I would think it's the same, but
Sometimes in certain sports, if you win with these
it's a
penalties,
new rule, so we will
yeah,
have to check.
Yeah.
Good question, though.
So the people are shaking their hands. It was a good underwater rugby game. There was quality. It was an even game. Either team could have taken it. In the real game, in the normal time, it was 1-1. Both teams scored.
And Krefeld came back with that amazing goal.
Amazing
Yeah.
one, yes. The next game will be between Malch and Durserne. That's in 23 minutes from now. So in Finnish time.